Welcome to this episode of the Harpreet Singh Show. It's a matter of great honor that Sadhguru is in Vancouver, and he has specially taken out time to address our viewers all over Canada. So let's talk to him about basic things about life, what he talks about, and how we can also bring about that consciousness, what he focuses upon. Welcome to the program, sir. Thank you. So Sadhguru, first of all, Isha Foundation, this is doing human service to the society as far as education is concerned, conservation is concerned, or raising consciousness is concerned. So tell us a little briefly about this organization, how you have touched millions of people all over the world.
The foundation is a spectacular expression of commitment and devotion from millions of volunteers around the world. So, it is natural for them, out of their… what they have experienced, it is natural for them to reach out and do what best they can. Out of this have evolved major projects like Project Green Hands, the Rally for Rivers, and the medical and educational Isha Vidya projects. All this 100% run by the volunteers, and they have become very large movements by themselves. But the most important aspect of what we're doing is to raise human consciousness, because today we've reached a point in the world where technologies, physical technologies have gone through the ceiling. We have everything that is necessary to live well. We have everything that is necessary to address every human problem on the planet. Only thing that's missing is an inclusive human consciousness. So, the fundamental goal of the foundation, Isha, is essentially towards bringing this inclusiveness, not by preaching, not by campaigns, but from an inner experience. That when a human being, individual human being experiences something beyond what they consider as themselves, it is natural for them to become inclusive, include everything as a part of their life. And it is this inclusiveness which has spawned these projects. And it is this inclusiveness which needs to happen, this inclusiveness which needs to touch the leadership on the planet. If all the benefits of science, technology, and enormous abundance that we have on this planet, if it has to benefit every human being, this inclusiveness is what needs to happen. Everything else has happened.
Right. Well, absolutely, as you've said, but of course the leadership what you provide makes all the difference. Indian yogi, a mystic, considered to be a somber, but when we see you, you are bubbling with activity, you are smiling, you are teaching, making…
I can stop smiling if you don't like it.
Not at all, not at all. So that's the difference what we find amongst others and you, where you are bubbling with activity and trying to bring that joyfulness in others also. When we talk about the purpose of life, Sadhguru, if briefly you can touch on this particular point, we have forgotten how to live today. We have all amenities, but we are lacking that resourcefulness of being happy. So how does Isha Foundation help?
Only those who have not tasted life will talk about purpose of life. Those who have not grasped the entire depth and dimension of what this life is are talking about the purpose.
Right.
If you realize the depth and dimension, the full depth and dimension of what human life is, or what any life is, life as a phenomena is complete by itself. It doesn't need any other purpose. It is a fulfillment unto itself. It is not something that you're living life because you want to get somewhere. There is no such thing, this is not school education. This is a phenomena beyond all understanding. If you are touched by this phenomena, you will not need any purpose. The fulfillment of life is in just becoming a full-fledged life, that's all there is.
You always focus on experiencing life, that's what you always talk about. And when we talk about the experience, and you always focus on the truth, that live in the moment and flow with the moment.
No, no, no. I never said such things. See, you're reading books in the marketplace. When we say truth, what it means is, what really works is the truth.
Right.
What works in all levels of life must be the truth, isn't it?
Right.
So when we say truth, truth is not something that drops upon us from somewhere. Truth is something that we have to glean from life that we are living. So, something is truth or something is true means, it means it works. So we have a lot of things that people believe is truth, but they don't work. They have divided humanity in so many different ways. They have set people to fight against each other forever. That can't be the truth.
Absolutely.
Truth must work for all life on this planet, that is the truth.
The common person wants that joy, blissfulness, happiness. So for them, program who are watching today, what would be your message? How to be present, or how to enjoy this life what we have got?
To earn a living, just to learn to earn a living, you go through 20 years of education or more, and then you work all your life just for bread. For you to be fulfilled, for you to live joyfully, should you not invest some time? Absolutely. I'm asking you, at least invest 30 hours in your life, focused time. We will give you simple tools with which being happy will not even be an issue, being joyful will not be an issue. Because being joyful is not some attainment. Even as a 5-year-old child, you were joyful. Right. Getting to square one of your life is not an achievement. So, it's very, very simple. If you want something more, then there is work to be done. But to be peaceful and joyful, it is not even an issue, because even as a child you were capable of it. Your problem is just that your own body and your own mind is not taking instructions from you. So my work is not to make you happy or peaceful. My work is just to help you to have the necessary literacy to read the user's manual for such a complex mechanism called human mechanism. If you knew how to conduct your body, how to conduct your mind, your emotion, your chemistry and your energy, do I have to tell you to be joyful? You will anyway be joyful. Only problem is your machine is not taking instructions from you, it's doing its own thing. This is like sitting in a car and the steering doesn't behave. If you want to go this way, it'll go that way. Is it safe to be in this car? This is madness. Right. This madness is happening, so everything is problem. Just everything is problem. If you're poor, you suffer poverty. If you become rich, you suffer taxes. If you are not educated, you suffer that. If you get educated, you suffer that. You don't have a job, you suffer that. If you're given a job, you suffer that. If you're not married, you suffer that. If you get married, I don't want to say anything. So, everything people are suffering, not because life is suffering, simply because without the necessary fundamental control over our own systems, we are entering the gamut of life and making a mess out of it. So inner engineering is just that possibility that you get the fundamental literacy to read the user's manual as to how you need to conduct this. Because this is not a simple mechanism, this is the most complex and sophisticated mechanism on the planet. Should you not spend enough time or should you not invest enough time and energy to know how to be able to use it to its fullest? So this is all it's about. This is called self-knowledge. Self-knowledge does not mean something about heaven. It means that you know how to use this mechanism to the fullest. You know how to conduct this. That's all it means. So this is inner engineering, that you learn to conduct this body, this mind, this emotion, this energy, everything takes instructions from you. Then who has to tell you, be joyful, be peaceful? All that will be ridiculous. Thank you.